Welcome back to an exciting new episode from Cambriea and Bobby. In today's episode, I go to the hospital for emergency gallbladder surgery. Cambriea gets stuck in the bathroom? What? I get multiple incisions into my belly? And Drake takes a shit in the lanai. All that and more, so stay tuned.
Should have filmed all the hecticness of this morning. Mom got here actually at 6:20. She was waiting in her car. I Marcoed her. I'm like, you can come inside. I'm already up. I'm not dressed, but I'm up. Because she is taking the boys to school, Freya to her house, picking the boys up from school until who knows when we get back. Because we are going to the Orlando VA, so this guy can have his emergency surgery of getting his gallbladder out.
Yeah, apparently they feel it needs to come out right away.
Yeah, like, you literally went in...
I went there yesterday, did all the preliminary stuff, figure out where I need to go, and then they're like, yeah. Well, actually...
And isn't it usually like a 2-week wait? And they're like, no, we need you tomorrow.
Yeah, it's like 7 to 14 days. Usually you know you're going to have surgery. And they're like, no, we're going to just take it out right away.
Yeah.
All right.
So, that's where we're heading off to. He's getting the surgery today.
And we knew we had to do this. We had to have the kids dropped off at school so we could make it there in time, because it's a 2-hour drive.
Yeah. So, that's why Mom was here way frickin' early before the sun was up.
Yep.
So, that's our morning so far. Alright, so Bobby finally got taken back. That seemed to take forever, but now I'm just waiting for him to get out. Yes, I'm in the bathroom. The hospital's very, very pretty, but no, it's just a waiting game. And I don't know if I'm gonna see him like in the recovery room. It kind of looks like I'm just gonna sit in this waiting room till he's ready to go home, and then they'll like wheel him out. So I don't know how long I'm gonna be sitting here working on editing videos and just poloing people, but long day. All right, so it's currently 4:30. Mind you, we got here at 9:15. But Bobby's out of surgery. I guess he had a gallstone about size of a quarter blocking the passage or whatever. One of his gallstones was that big. So now I got him his medication, and they told me to pull around out of the parking garage into the open parking lot till they call me once he's up, because he's not up yet, so that way they can wheel him out the front doors. So that's what I'm waiting on. Just waiting on him. It's weird that, like, I couldn't, like, be in there while he was waking up or anything. I pretty much have been just sitting in a waiting room this entire time. And I'll still just be waiting till literally to drive him home. So, I totally cheated on carnivore today.
What?
I had a coffee while sitting there, and now I'm drinking a Diet Pepsi because I have not eaten anything, and I needed something. And then they said, dietary-wise, that he'll probably want something soft tonight. So I'll probably make him some soup, but then tomorrow he's supposed to be able to eat normal, so we'll see. We'll see how all that goes. Hopefully they call soon. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Sitting here, with it being 4:30, like, as much as, like, I want to go, at the same time, I also know it might be better to wait another hour before driving in rush hour through Orlando to get home. But we'll see. Just waiting.
A lot of pain.
Yeah, hold your stomach when you cough.
I'll give you this one, sir, okay?
Okay. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
You want your thing reclined?
Oh, no.
No? Okay.
Oh.
You hold there on the other side. Right over here.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, you can just put it like this. You want to start oxycodone? They have some crackers, okay? There it is.
Yes.
Instruction over there, mommy. Okay, an extra ice pack.
Okay.
Take care, sir. Okay, feel better.
Okay, thank you.
It's gonna be a tough day today.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, miss.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Oh my god. This fucking hurts a lot. And it's like hurting in my neck too. Like I'm getting like a shooting pain through my collarbone.
Yeah.
It fucking just sucks.
I knew it wasn't gonna feel good. Like that, I know it's laparoscopic, but it still is.
It still sucks.
Yeah.
A lot.
Alright. So in 3 hours you can have the ibuprofen. And then you're basically doing every 3 hours.
Yeah.
Going between the Did you grab a cracker?
I didn't grab nothing. Oh.
Just because they said you don't want to do it on an empty stomach.
Oh man. I hope this heals quick.
You'll feel better in a couple days. Biggest thing though is you have to walk around. You'll feel better if you actually walk around and move.
They said I can't lift anything for 6 weeks.
I kind of figured. I figured it's going to be pretty much the same as after having the kids, where it's supposed to be being.
Where? My phone glass.
Those are in here.
Okay.
Thank goodness we dropped the kids off at my parents'.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Freya. Happy birthday to you. Yay!
Good job.
Good job.
You did it.
Yay! Happy birthday!
You want to lick it?
No. I'll cut! You want to cut it? Yeah, cut it!
You want cake?
Moana cut it. Cut. No!
You want cake?
Fake.
Do you want cake?
Sure. He got allergies and he's all... Freya, no! Patience, child.
She's like, what's that?
I told her patience and I snuck on. I told her patience and I snuck.
What kind of cake is that, Freya?
Happy birthday! Happy birthday cake. Okay, Freya gets the first slice.
Oh, pretty.
Oh. Wow!
No,
mine.
Okay, Freya, take a big bite.
Hand those over.
Freya has to take a big bite before anyone else gets cake. Freya, take a big bite. Thank you. Okay, Freya, take a big bite.
Hand that to your brother.
Freya, take a big bite. Wait, Bjorn. Can't eat it yet.
You can. That's fine.
Freya has to take her big bite first. Okay, Freya.
Eat it, Freya. Eat it.
Take your big bite. Come on.
Oh, put it in your mouth. Oh.
Okay.
There you go.
Good.
Happy birthday.
All right, so today's Saturday. I had my gallbladder removed on Wednesday, so it's been a couple days after my surgery, which was really quick. Like, I went into the doctor and they're like, we need to get this out right away. And I'm like, okay. And this is all through the VA, which I was kind of shocked that they were like, oh, we got to go quick. It's not something common with the VA. Quick. Downsides to the surgery was I had to go to Orlando. So on Tuesday, I had to drive into Orlando. It took over 2 hours for me to get there because of traffic. So that was the one thing I really didn't like about the VA hospital in Orlando is it's a drive. It can only be like an hour and a half, 45-minute drive, but with traffic, it can be more. So that was the downside. And considering the stuff that I did on Tuesday, I could have probably easily done at the Daytona clinic. I don't see why I had to go all the way in there for that. Now, the benefit of going all the way in is then at least I was able to know exactly where I had to go. And I did walk it just to make sure, like, I knew everything before the surgery. So I knew I had to go to the 3rd floor. I knew what elevator I had to take, where to park, all that stuff, which was important because when you're trying to get there in the morning, you don't want to miss your surgery. The hospital itself is very nice. They got a nice coffee shop, a couple of like stores, all that good stuff in the VA hospital. The thing that I didn't like about it is it is big, and that kind of hard to find some of the stuff. Like I had a sheet that said, hey, you need to go here, here, and here, but what was on the sheet didn't match what was actually on the door at the hospital, so it was a little confusing. Before I even made it to like the first preliminary appointment, I walked around I walked by that door like 3 times, and I even asked like people, and one person said, oh, it's on the other side of the hospital, so I walked way over there. And then I asked the person at the information there, they're like, no, you're on the clinic side, you need to go back this way towards the emergency room. And I'm like, I was just there and I asked them. But I found somebody, they took me to the right spot. So yeah, that was the only thing, is it was just stressful trying to find places and make sure I saw everybody that I needed to see prior to the surgery, because they said if you didn't do everything you were supposed to do, then they wouldn't do the surgery, or they would have to push it off. And I'm like, well, this needs to come out from what I'm being told, so I don't want to have to delay that. So yeah, it was just more so stressful, like just walking around trying to find places, and then making sure I was home in time for picking up the kids. But we got there a little before 9:30, checked in, sat around for like an hour. As far as like personnel there, everybody was super nice. Everybody had experience. Everybody I talked to worked there for, or had like medical experience many years. The nurse that helped prep and do everything, she had like 27 years of experience. And then the doctor, the main doctor that performed the surgery, has done hundreds if not thousands of gallbladder removals. And then the resident, he said he stopped keeping count after 80. So at least I knew the personnel had experience to do this correctly. And as far as I know, there was no complications with the surgery. It did take a lot longer than expected. like a total time of being at the hospital, we were there from like 9:30 a.m. until closer to 5:30, 6 o'clock p.m. So it was a long day, and then to drive an hour and a half, 2 hours home. So a really long day. So I'm glad Cambrea's parents were able to watch the kids, take them to school, pick them up. So that was super helpful for us, because Cambriea had to stay there the whole time. So that definitely makes a big difference. But by her being there, then she was able to go to the pharmacy and go get my medication. So basically, once I was ready to go home, they loaded me into the van and we were able to go. I was definitely very much out of it. Fell asleep on the way home. I was just in so much pain. I know everybody's gonna ask, like, hey, you were on what kind of medication? They gave me ibuprofen, and then they gave me like whatever. They gave me a narcotic. I know if you take the narcotic, then it makes it so you don't poop. So yesterday I stopped taking the narcotics. So Friday I didn't take it at all, because I'm like, my stomach just feels all backed up. I really just need to get poop out. So I stopped taking it, and I'm not taking it today. I was finally able to poop. Thank goodness. It made me feel so much better. As far as like scars, I got 4 incisions on my belly, and it's, you can see, I did take a shower and try to get this writing off, but they said don't really scrub, just let the water like go over. All my incisions are only glued. They're not stitched or anything. I got another one over here. I got, where's that one here? Another one down here. So my belly looks super bloated. It looks huge. It looks gross. Like I said, they just glued it back together. So I can't go in the pool for at least 2 weeks. Can't go in the spa for 2 weeks. So I was really hoping that I wouldn't have any GERD issues and whatnot. Because also with that is I didn't get to follow the carnivore diet, obviously. For the last 2 days, or Wednesday and Thursday. We got back on it on Friday. So my stomach just feels huge. It's still painful, but not as painful. By accident, I did have some beef. For Freya's birthday, we got like the cheese-filled, crusted pizza, whatever. But the good news is I didn't have a GERD attack. So that's a good sign that my gallbladder was the culprit that was giving me all the GERD issues. At least, I mean, granted, it was just a very small amount, so I don't know 100% if I'm fixed. But it's a good sign. So once I'm all healed up, hopefully we can do some more beef testing and milk chocolate testing and see if it's all good, or if there's something else. I go back to the specialist September 11th, so I'd like to do a test before then, just to make sure, because then it's like, hey, yeah, I think we're good, or no, we still got to do more, figure this out. So, and since I can't go in the spa or anything, I'm really kind of leery about testing, because I have no way then to try to counteract it. So I'm gonna give it a little bit, at least 2 weeks before we do any more testing. But yeah, so far so good. One of the side effects from the surgery, I don't even know why, but I was getting horrible pain in my upper right shoulder. And this is the shoulder that usually doesn't hurt, but it really hurt. It was like just throbbing, aching pain. So to try to fix that, I did go over to Cambria's parents' house. They have one of those like full body massage chair, massages your feet, your neck, your back, into your upper butt, all that stuff. It massages your wrists, everything. So sat in that probably 45 minutes, and that seemed to help. If you can get one of those chairs, I highly recommend it. If you got back issues, it feels amazing. So yeah, so that's where we're at as far as my recovery. I've been trying not to do stuff around the house. I worked on the new quail coop that I built. Very little. I can't like lift anything after the surgery, so all I was able to do is install the doors on it. I did install the solar fans on it. I still got to finish mounting the solar panels, but the fans and everything are on so the birds can stay cool. I do have to do the watering system still, so I'm gonna try to do that and avoid lifting anything, and that's kind of where we're at right now. I did trim this, if you haven't noticed. It was just more so, I don't know, getting in the way. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. I kind of thought it was making me look older. So by trimming it up, I think I look a little younger. I don't know. Hopefully. But yeah, so I trimmed that up a couple days ago. You probably saw it in the previous video. So yeah, that's where we're at now. So still recovering, feeling better, and yeah, I'm just taking ibuprofen and CBD and whatnot to try to help with the pain and to be able to get sleep, because that was the hardest thing, is just getting comfortable to sleep. I still can't like lay flat, so like when I sleep I'm like on an angle like this. That's the best I can do, otherwise it hurts. So I can't lay on my side or anything, so it's hard to get comfortable. I'm usually a side sleeper, so to not be able to sleep on my side makes it difficult to fall asleep. But what I've been doing during this recovery period is I've been watching a lot of YouTube. watching Netflix and YouTube. Doing research on a future purchase. I would like to get a pickup truck, so I've been researching a lot of pickups. Drop a comment what truck you think is the best one. I'm looking at more of like a an F-150 or a 1500 series truck. So nothing crazy towing, but something that, you know, can be like an all-around pickup truck. So let me know, what do you guys think is the best pickup truck? F-150, the Silverado GMC, you know, Sierra 1500, or the Ram 1500? And what motor you think is the best? Because I know, I mean, that's the thing about the trucks, they got endless motor packages. So from your experience of owning pickup trucks, what do you think is the best one? Drop a comment, let me know. So yeah. One thing I have noticed since I've been home is Drake has been very sympathetic. He knows I'm injured, and he's been super gentle and coming by me, wanting pets and everything like that. He's been just staying right by me. Bailey too. Bailey's been, you know, he can just knock you over because he weighs a lot and he's big. We've been trying to keep him away from me. He's been, yeah, there's a turd. That's Drake.
It wasn't me. It was Bailey.
He's old. He likes, sometimes he just poops in the lanai area. But yeah, Bailey's been pretty good. He hasn't like jumped on me or anything, so that's good. Oh, great, now I said his name. But I try to keep him away because he can easily probably hurt me. But yeah, Drake has been super nice. He needs to be brushed. You can see his fur is all poofy. But I haven't had a chance or really feel that I can really do a whole lot without taking breaks. So hopefully I'll feel better and I'll be able to at least brush him. Right, Drake?
Yeah, I'll take
You've
a
been a good
brushing.
boy. Bailey, you've been pretty good, except for stepping on my feet. You keep stepping on my toes. I think you scratched my big toe. But yeah. I am glad I got all that pool cleaning and stuff done. There's no way I could have did it after the surgery. Bailey just hit me in the incision with his head. See, this dog.
It wasn't me, it wasn't me.
Does not realize his size. No, stay away from me. So, yeah. That's, as far as the dogs go, they've been just constantly around me. But other than that, they've been pretty good.